あなたが好きだから。
Welcome once again to Animerecaps. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 anime where popular girls fall in love with an unpopular guy. And make sure you wait to see the top 3 because they are all much recommended animes. Now make sure to subscribe and also like these videos. Well, then without further ado, let's begin. The first one on our list is Number 10, Yamada's First Time, B Gata HK. Both the students and Yamada herself consider her to be a beautiful and apparently perfect young girl. Be that as it may be, this young girl also has somewhat odd yet compelling goals. She wants to get laid with 100 different men by the time they graduate from high school. Fortunately, she has a reliable best friend who points out how non-ethical her goal is, especially considering how she is completely inexperienced with men. But now, of course, Yamada takes her best friend's word into consideration, and then she decides that she is self-conscious about her chest and lacks first-hand experience. Her first time should be with a fellow virgin, and just like that, this cunning lady sets her sights on the shy yet average-looking boy named Takashi Koda. And now number 9, Princess Lover. A boy named Tepe Arima loses his parents in a traffic accident and ends up getting taken in by his stinky rich grandfather. He has an almost ridiculous amount of money and assets, and with that he introduces his grandson to the high-class lifestyle. He gets enrolled at a prestigious academy and gets to experience things he has never experienced before, and also gets engaged to a very pretty young lady named Sylvia Van Helsing. And so it begins. His astonishing and expensive new lifestyle and the relationship they are about to develop. But I suggest you guys go and watch this anime so you get the insight of what's going to happen and whether his life is going to turn upside down. Now, number 8, Oresuki. Are you the only one who loves me? This anime is a near tragic life story of a bench. Shocking, right? But seriously, watch the first 2 episodes and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And as for the secondary plot, we have an ordinary average boy named Kisaragi, who somehow ends up with 2 different dates over the weekend, and who one of them is his charming and cheerful childhood friend named Himawari, and the other is the student council president herself, whose name is Sakura. Both of them are popular beauties, and the thoughts of someone like Kisaragi ending up with a date with both of them and over that same weekend is something that further engages one's curiosity. So now make sure to watch this anime because it's got top-notch this thing and you're gonna enjoy it totally. Now number 7, Haruka Nogika's Secrets. There is an exceedingly prestigious high school academy, and the most popular girl at this academy is the well-reputed and young lady named Haruka Nokizaka. Not only does she come from a well-loaded family, she is literally treated by an idol by other students. This now brings us to the main character, and his name is Yuto Ayase, who is privileged enough to be born the same year as her, miraculously ended up in the same class as this crowned queen of the school. Usually he spends his day admiring her from a distance until one day while he's in the library he comes across Haruka's darkest secret. Now what kind of relationship is most possibly likely to begin with these two?
これでいかなきゃ男じゃない。
ね
Now number 6. My first girlfriend is a girl.
鼻毛出てるよ。
鼻。
Protagonist of this anime's name is Junichi, who is your average high school teenager. He lacks confidence and has a bunch of insecurities, and he also lets his friends get to him. He is a classic example of a weak male. However, one day, when he desperately tries to beg a pretty girl named Yanaka Gami to be his girlfriend, but she is quite disgusted considering how the guy literally begged her to be his girlfriend. But as ridiculous as it may be, she surprisingly says yes. And so now that Junichi has scored a girlfriend, how could this possibly change his life, or will there be any change at all? Either way, I hope you see this anime for yourself, because this is an anime you are going to be talking with your friends for days to come.
でも口移し。
口移し。
あなたが好きだから。もうあなたにメロメロなの。は？あなたにエロエロなの。
Now number 5. Oreshura Ore no Kanojo.
お願い、どこかに連れてって。
The main character's name is Ita Kohido. He had a very rough past, maybe because his parents never really loved each other, and besides, considering how his family eventually ended up, he kind of became a bit of a skeptical for love. And now as a high school student, his interests don't align with those of his fellow high schoolers. He doesn't care for romance at all, and he isn't the least bit interested in love either. All he wants to do is study hard so that one day he can achieve his dreams of becoming a respectable doctor. On the other hand, there is a girl named Natsukawa, who is the most popular girl in the entire school. However, she has become tired of all these people treating her with so much affection and asking her out all day, every day. She realizes that Ita isn't interested in any relationship, so she asks him if he can pretend to be her boyfriend, to which of course Ita declines. But however, can he really refuse when Natsukawa somehow managed to get her hands on his embarrassing diary? And if he doesn't go along with what she said, she threatened to spill the beans on him and embarrass him to death.
したい人はどうぞご勝手に。でも私はごめんだわ。やった。
Now number 4. Hatsukoi Limited. Now you guys should take note of this, because this isn't your usual romance anime, but if you're a fan of Jane, you should definitely check it out. Unlike other romance animes which focus on building a romantic relationship between the two main leads, this one focuses on a bunch of different stories and different individuals, with each different episode centering around different main characters. But however, the developments made in the previous episodes don't disappear either, just one step at a time. Slowly, all of these different characters find themselves falling in love. So this is an anime recommendation I suggest you check.
爆弾チョコ、セイバイ。
Well, now here comes the big guns. Alright, now we're going to be looking at the top 3 picks for today. So make sure you watch this video to the end to see the best video of today.
言わなくていい。
いや。
なんだ君は、会長。
Now number 3, Horimiya.
何してんのよ。
Horimiya is currently one of the most prominent romance comedy animes of 2021, and for very good reasons. The core concept centers around the idea of not judging people by simply outward appearance, as reality can most often be different from our superficial representation of other people. The main heroine is a girl named Hori, and she is a beautiful and slender young lady, while the main character is your average boring looking guy named, who has plenty of admirers, Miyamura. His classmates consider him as an otaku who has no life, even though that really isn't the case. They just don't know any better. So what would a romantic relationship between these two misunderstood fellows look like? Make sure you wait till you see the number 1 video, because it's top notch and it's gonna leave you wanting more.
堀さん、ごめん。
思い出しただけでも私もう逃げたりしないで。私の手が声が届かないところには行かないで。ずっと私のところにいて。
Now number 2, Golden Time.
私は多田くんが好き。
Now, while most anime usually use high school as their main setting, Golden Time takes place in a college where the main characters are all matured college students, or at least that's what they're supposed to be. The main character's name is Tada Benari, who was unfortunate to have lost pretty much all of his memories because of an unfortunate accident, and then decided to make his way to Tokyo. Here he makes a friend, and then they quickly encounter his new friend's beautiful fiancée. There is plenty of drama, and as it turns out, his friend isn't really interested in marrying his supposed fiancée. Now, which direction will this story take, and how many hearts shall it break? So make sure you get to watch this number 2, Golden Time. It's really top notch. I really enjoyed it. So
やってられっかよこん
月
え、月？本当。
now we're in our number 1 spot. Thank you guys for waiting to see the number 1 spot. So wait now for number 1 spot, Shukiga Keri. This our top anime is a beautiful and enduring love story of 2 adolescents who met by chance but stayed by choice. The story takes place at the start of a new year of junior high. There is a young boy named Kotaro Azami who aspires to be a writer, and a popular young girl named Akane Mizuno who actively participates in the track club. Both of them ends up in the same class. They were both complete strangers before that point, but after a few random encounters, they began to develop feelings for each other, and their innocent hearts intertwined the hardship that lie ahead of them and the certainty that follows. What is it that lies at the end for both of them, and how will they follow through with it all? So guys, there you go. These were the top 10 animes where popular girls fall in love with an unpopular guy. Now don't be shy. Also feel free to check out other anime if this video doesn't suffice. The link will be in the description below. And also, if you want to add something to the list, go out in the comment section.
And that's the end of the video. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'll be uploading more anime videos just like this. So I'll see you next time.